Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Gruber Wired. I'm Mark Beach.
I'm John Dotson, and hello once again.
Hello, hello.
Hey, we got lots of good stuff going on. I got to bring this up. We are almost clear of the 100-degree temperatures. They're saying by next week, under 100, we are done for the year.
Break the back of it. How many consecutive days was it?
I forget.
It's probably like 108,
it's a
109 consecutive days.
Yeah, we've had some. Yeah, it's been the hottest on
been
record.
Brutal.
You know,
so we'll say it's a little bit more much. Don't even start. Don't go there.
I'll just let that be.
Okay, all right.
But you know what's even cooler? Today was the first time that a private spacewalk took place.
I saw that.
So that's
private
pretty
citizen,
cool.
Yeah. Only had to be a billionaire to have it happen, but you know.
Yeah, we'll send you up there, Mark.
That's a little bit elitist, right? Isn't it, Jesse? Don't you think? And if he was any kind of billionaire, he'd have given that away.
You would think, but hey, they're learning lots of good stuff, though. I mean, you got a private citizen up there, first spacewalk.
Yeah.
But I was reading about it, and they're doing lots more of, testing and some experimenting going on. So, pretty cool.
They were doing something with the Starlink satellites, I think, right? They were going to be doing some testing.
I haven't used a Starlink satellite system. Have you?
No.
I've heard good things about it. One of our previous coworkers, purchased it and just raved about it.
Well, I hear if you're in Africa, it's probably the only way you can communicate. So
probably,
yeah, right.
So
unless you're in a big city, but even then, yeah.
Hey.
So but it's great for remote locations. Probably work on the top of Mount Everest, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
all over the place. So,
there you go.
But it's becoming more mainstream, that particular setup. So that's good stuff going on out there.
Getting them out there.
Yeah. So you going to be the next one to go up? We'll flip the bill for you somehow.
You know, I want to go. I really do. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And they're up there
for
a lot of 5 days.
5 days.
That's crazy.
I bet that goes by fast.
I mean, Shatner, when he went up there, it was only for what?
A couple hours, if that. 20 minutes and then back down, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. So anyway, today we're going to be on the topic of talking about who we are as a company, right? And kind of get into the different departments we have and the roles that they play, and just take a look at who Gruber is overall in our world.
Right. We want to celebrate our team today.
Yeah, they're a great team.
Yeah.
And we keep growing.
We do. And, without them, we couldn't do what we do.
Yeah. So we got lots of new faces, lots of new people coming around. Just to mention a few, Roseanne, right?
Yep.
She's now an assistant account manager working with me directly and doing very well. I mean, just learning a lot, just very upbeat, a lot going on there. We have Zach, right? And he's over there just pounding away as well. And then Noah. I like Noah because he's full of energy. He's a quiet kind of guy, but he's got this energy around him.
Right.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
This guy. So yeah, we got lots of new things going on, and then we got Frankie Jr., which is Veronica. Her son has been really coming along, helping us out in the warehouse and along with purchasing in that department.
Yep.
And kudos.
Can't forget Harry though, because we owe Harry a little bit of get back today. So
we do.
Just stay tuned, Harry. I got something for you. Keep going. All right.
Gonna get Harry on this one, are you?
No, I think so. Yeah, I told him don't taunt me before we come on a podcast.
Yeah,
we're gonna have fun.
We are. Yeah. Right.
So and Crystal, can't forget Crystal.
Yep, we got Crystal in there, and I'll tell you what, Crystal is, even though she's one of newer to us, she is just blowing it away. I mean, just her knowledge base is just exploding out there.
And what about Bob?
What about Bob?
Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob, paging Dr. Bob. No, he's a really great guy. A lot of fun. He's probably the one, was kind of, he just is, I guess you'd say, inspirational. Is that a good term for Bob?
Motivational.
Yeah. He's like that.
Yeah.
And then we have Adelie.
Adelie's there.
Yeah. And she is doing well. She's been really focusing on a lot of custom work.
Yep.
And so her knowledge and her base and her growth, you can actually from a distance see that take place.
Right.
That's really well.
And we got Ken.
Ken, yes. Welcome aboard, Ken.
Yeah.
He's been with us a little while, but he does come with an experienced background.
Yeah.
And just brings a really nice taste to the table.
Okay.
Yeah. So Yes, right? Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
That's the sales team.
That is the sales team, and we are managed by Janie Herndon. Thank you, Janie, for stepping in and helping us out and being our leader. We do appreciate that, and I think that we're going to see a lot of growth from the leadership in this team, as well as below, moving forward with the plans that we have, and just seeing where the future is going to go.
Yeah, we have a lot of good things ahead, and making it happen for not only the team here, but for our customers, because really what we're doing is, I think, a great service. I don't think it's just, it's not like you're trying to sell somebody, okay, do you buy a Ford or a Chevy pickup? What's the difference between the two? It's like we sell service as well as the product, and the quality, and we'll talk about some of the other teams, but the quality that's put into it, we're really, I think, in the long run, helping our customers, because everybody that makes a decision to go with us, I think, is making the best decision they can, and the quality that goes into what we make is.
Yeah, it is. As far as the sales teams go, there's a couple other groups to mention too, that you talk about that added value that they bring. First of all, Christopher Such.
Yeah.
Oh man, if you have not had a chance to talk to this gentleman, he is just an encyclopedia of our industry.
And he's almost a 30-year veteran of Gruber, right?
Yeah, I think 36, if 36? I recall. Maybe 36 years he's been here. And I'll tell you what, if you ever get an opportunity, you want to talk to somebody that's really knowledgeable in this industry, he brings a great value to this. Yeah. And just can't say enough about Christopher. And he's always, tell you what, this guy will help anyone out at any point in time.
A great guy to work with.
Yeah. Very, very good guy. Cool guy. Yep. And then we have the Steve Robinson team.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a picture of him and his face superimposed over Superman's body. I mean, that's what can you say? There's mentioned Steve Robinson, and there you go. But again, Steve Robinson team is Steve Robinson, Gary Toon, and Terry Camp.
Yep.
Those three together are just an inseparable team. And just doing really good work every single day. You talk about value across the board. That team right there is value,
and they really are trailblazers too, because they have their own kind of centralized unit, and they take cut sheets and specs and bombs from customers and develop products based on really some great customized applications. So they're at the forefront of a lot of stuff.
And all these team members, we're talking about our particular sales team right now, but we'll get into some more here in a moment. But as a whole, everybody that I run into is very helpful. We are all on the same team, no matter what department you come from. And they are, the added value I get from our team members is just amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. Amazing.
And before we jump into that, just make sure you like, subscribe, and share this podcast. Comment while we're live, and we'll answer your questions on the air. Otherwise, if you're just commenting when it's a playback, then no one's there to hear you. So, now's an incentive to be live and jump in.
Yeah, if you're out there, let's see some questions come in.
All
we
right.
like to answer questions. We get a lot of statements, but how about some questions today?
There you go.
Pick Mark's brain. Let's try that one.
You funny guy.
Throw him that question.
Yeah, okay.
Let's start with picture number one. And we're going to jump right in here, talk a little more. Hey, check out these guys. We got Keith Patton and Harrison.
Yep. And they handle procurement. So these are the guys that go out and find stuff, get stuff in for us when we need to, build normal stuff, custom stuff. They go out and take care of the transactional side of our vendor relationships.
They do, and Harrison is extremely knowledgeable here. They both are very knowledgeable, but in kind of different roles. But man, Harrison is just one of those guys that is on top of it.
Yeah, I email him, probably a lot, and he's always following up with our customers, with the vendors, to make sure that any kind of deliverable timeframes that we have are met. So he's following up constantly to make sure that if we have a commitment date of X, that he is following it, make sure that we get a tracking number and that we're on it. And that's part of the delivery for our customers.
Yeah, very cool stuff there. Keith here. Boom, boom, right there. Keith, can't see my pen going up. Anyway, a little something about Keith there. He is also a DJ. Did you know that? Yeah. He does DJing wedding events. He always DJs at our parties, like our Christmas parties and stuff.
Very cool.
So you can hire him out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your next party. But these are just fun, likable guys, very knowledgeable. And once again, we appreciate everything they do. Thank you guys so much for what you do. But they are part of the greater purchasing team.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Good stuff there. Number 2. And these are going to be some random pictures. Here's an actual picture of the sales floor. As you can see, looking in there, and they have all these cubicles, and this is just where we conduct our sales business.
There you go.
Again, we already went over the
guy
teams.
in the middle, and right in the middle in the center there. That's Harry.
Yeah, he's kind of his back turned to you there, but you got a little bit of shiny off the top of that head there, don't you? There,
yeah, it's kind of bright. Right? You see the glow on the dome? Yeah.
Yeah, poking a little fun at Harry there, but Harry is really a nice guy, a really good guy. I'll tell you what, he has been at our sides, our backs, when we're on vacation or we're out ill for a day or something takes place. Harry's one of the first guys that will step into place and say, "Hey, I got this."
Yep.
You know,
he's got a great attitude, and calls it like it is.
Yeah, he's a straight up character. I'll tell you that. He's not going to send you down the wrong path.
Nope.
So number 2, or next picture. Now, from time to time, Harry likes to do this to me. I am an Oregon Duck fan, okay?
Which is, if that wasn't bad enough, then you got to get taunted on top of it.
Yeah, right? Thanks. So earlier this week when I came into work, this is what I was surprised with on my desk. But this goes to show the culture of who we are. Yeah. As much as we are hardworking, that we do find humor and have fun with each other.
Right.
And that's another added. I think that's an added benefit.
It's a bonus
to what we do here.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you, Harry, for this one. I appreciate it.
I see a little Taylor Swift bobblehead up there.
Yeah, that's the Taylor from last year. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, she's still rocking there on the desk. So next photo. This is back in our accounting department. Back there, you can see Dan Bully's head kind of popping out there. Thank you, Dan. Dan does a lot for us. Gosh, he handles, payroll and just anything that has to do with us as far as employees go. Yep. But this department never seems, it's one of the secret hidden places, right? In any business organization, they're kind of there, but you never really see them until there's a problem.
Right.
But they work very hard to make sure that we're taking care of these accounts and that the accounting is done properly and that we respect people in that, in that nature.
100%. Yeah.
So we have a new controller.
Yes.
I forget his name.
It is...
Who's our new controller, Jesse? I forget his name. I apologize.
Brian?
Brian. That's correct. Yep. Brian. Brian comes to us with a lot of experience in this industry.
Yep.
And just very knowledgeable. And so he's going to be a nice, comfortable fit into, our accounting team and what we do.
There we go.
So, yeah. Next picture. This is up at our reception desk up front. Okay. When you come in to will call, you're going to find that we have available some patch cords pre-made, ready to go. So if you need to pick up something on the fly, they're available for you there. Next picture, please.
And those aren't just any patch cables, mind you.
No.
Those are Gruber patch cables.
Yeah.
And the Gruber patch cable is American made.
USA made.
Right. USA made with Quab and Wire.
Quab and Wire.
American company.
Sentinel
USA
connectors.
Sentinel connectors. And assembled by our assembly house. So they are the pinnacle of quality when it comes
exactly.
to that.
And don't forget that all of our USA made Gruber products do come with a lifetime warranty. We are trusted in those. This is a picture of Ann. If you come into our front desk area here at work, whether it's will call or to come say hello, you're going to run into Ann here. Again, she is a very knowledgeable in this area, being part of the staff.
Makes it look easy.
Yeah, and she's very friendly.
Yeah.
She does. She'll greet you with a smile.
There you go.
So, yeah. So, next time you guys see Ann, tell her hello. She does this funny little game that her and I play where you always call each other somebody else's name.
Okay.
You know, so call her something other than Ann. Hey, what's up, Sherry? You know, she gets humor in it. It's just kind of one of those fun little things we do.
There you go.
So, all right, next picture. Production department. Okay, this is kind of the meat and potatoes of where our custom fabrication starts.
Right.
And here's a picture of, we have Twee, who's got her hand up there waving at us there, and then Lee on the other side.
And y'all have met Lee before. If you didn't see that podcast, just scroll back a little bit, and it's when we celebrated Chinese New Year, and we had Lee on for the podcast. It was an hour one too.
Yeah,
so
that was a long one.
back in the day. So yeah, but yeah, great group. Can't say enough about what kind of product they turn out, and there's such tenured people there. I mean, they've been with Gruber a long time.
I mean, Lee's been here 30 plus years, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I think Twee's been here about.
She started when she was like 2.
2. That's funny.
And she says, like, come on. I mean,
but their knowledge base, they have so much more knowledge than I do in this area.
Right.
I mean, they overcome many obstacles almost on a daily basis, working with custom, pinouts, whatever it might be,
right.
Custom fabrication.
Right.
But this is really the heartbeat of where it starts with the leadership of this team.
Well, she was showing me the other day. She's got a whole file drawer full of spec drawings for stuff that they've done.
Yeah.
I mean, a drawer of it. Yeah, they can figure stuff out.
Yeah, and they keep it on file. I mean, it's there. So if you have a custom build,
it's the file drawer.
5 years later, I know you're going to go and they're going to be able to pull that out for you.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool. And the other thing too is, again, I can't say this enough, the small little details that we find with people, look at the smiles, just enjoying it, and the humor. I look at this picture and the one thing I go, is that a Teletubby up there on the shelf?
I think it is.
And so
Twee's always smiling too, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
Yep.
Next picture. Highlander. Hello, Highlander. How you doing today?
He still likes both the hats equally.
Thank you.
Not like a parent saying, I love you both the same.
It might be. So here's a picture of inside the manufacturing facility. Here's where we do manufacturing of fiber cabling.
Right.
And so we go down this line here. Lots of people, lots of hardworking people. But us again, smiles.
Right. Yep. And those look like distribution cables that she's working on there, right? Yep.
Yeah. That looks like maybe a 18-inch breakout on that, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, and that looks longer than that. Maybe, I don't know, but it's no, you're right. It's probably 18-inch. And what you think? 12 fiber?
I think that is a 12 fiber.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, we can take care of any custom fabrication needs, especially when it comes to fiber. We do a lot of fiber work, whether it's a simplex cable, duplex cable, all the way up to distribution cables, and we can go distribution cables all the way up to 96 fiber, I believe it is, or maybe even more.
In-house, right?
Yeah,
we can do, outside up to 1728, I think.
Yeah. Well, the Highlander, I have to say there, with my new job, I'm going to be needing PLC cables. Is that convert the PLCs overall on our old equipment, the Highlander? Just give Elvis. Just call Elvis. Okay. I'm not familiar with those cables, so I'm going to look that up, see what those are for. Are you familiar with those types of cables?
No, I was trying to decipher the acronym.
Yeah. So
if he's calling Elvis, it has to do with something with power, like power lead connectors
that
or something
could
like
very
that.
well be what that stands for.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Very cool stuff, though. But as you can see here, back to the production room here, this kind of starts the process where we begin the production on these, on the fiber. As you get down towards the back there, we have where we actually put the connectors on, we dry them and so forth on this line.
They get epoxied, they get polished, and then they get scoped. So everything is quality checked.
I believe I have that in the next picture. So next picture. And this is the other side of this. So you see here, it would horseshoe kind of around after the epoxy's dry on the connectors. And on the far back left there is the polishing machines. And so then they would go into getting polish done, whether you need ultra polish or an angled polish, whatever it calls for in the specs.
Yeah.
They would go ahead and do that. And then as you can see coming up the line here, you see some other equipment, and that's where we actually test each fiber.
Yeah.
And so each fiber does get tested and gets test results along with it.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. So next picture. Now we're going to get into copper cabling and copper assembly. She was here, was working on some category cabling. I believe this was a Cat 6 that she was working on at the time.
Yep.
Pardon me.
Looks like shielded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and the copper side of the house, they don't just do cat cable, they do coax. So, you know, RG,
RG6, RG58,
right?
Any type of hookup wire that you might have a need for,
and they'll do the DB cables as well.
DB9s, DB25s.
Yep.
Highlander's asking if is the information on your fiber cables on your website. You know what it is, Highlander? Really quick, can you pull the website up and show them where that information is, Jesse?
Those are what's on the website though is just like what is sold on the retail side.
Yeah, it's going to be your general information and our retail cables.
We do more customized work than we actually do as far as gross dollars. Yeah. Then we do, you know, patch cables and things like that.
Yeah.
So
we're going to show you here, Highlander, where to go to the website and see a little bit about it here. See, here we go. Here's some information on fiber. And of course, don't forget, we do have that live chat available feature. So if you have any questions and you're not finding the information you need on the website, you can simply hit the live chat button and have a conversation with one of us. It'll be one of us salespeople to answer that call and take it for you.
Be one of those names we mentioned.
Yeah. So yeah, it is available out there on the website, and you're also going to find information in the copper metal products as well.
Very cool.
Okay, back to the pictures. Thank you, Jesse.
Jesse's being very quiet today.
No, you just haven't riled him up yet.
I'm not trying. I don't ever try and rile him up. Yeah. Okay, next picture.
So here we go again, and look at this. This is a custom build fabricated box, a specialty box that we built for one of our customers.
What does it do?
It's a distribution box.
Okay.
You know, but you look there, by the looks of that there, it's something that's, you know, probably weatherproof.
Right.
As I imagine this is going maybe on the exterior.
Yeah, it looks like something. A big cable comes out and then feeds out.
Like a trunk.
Smaller cables.
But anyways, it goes to show you what our possibilities are and that we can do builds like this. It's not just cabling. We can get into taking care of housings for you, taking care of receptacles. There's a number of different options for our custom abilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
And the next picture. This is the panel room, and this is a little more specialized room that we have where we make panels, whether they are, you know, DB9 panels. I mean, you just name it. We can take a look at that. Their feed-through panels. It's just whatever your needs call for. And then we get also into specialized cabling back here as well. So if you have something that's more like a serial cable, you know, your coaxial cable, things like that, that would take place in, you know, back in this area.
Right. Yep. And they're very detailed. It's very detailed work. A lot of what they do.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, kudos to our manufacturing team because it's something I can't do. I'll be honest. I could probably do a little bit, but it's not my forte.
Can you imagine like building out a 78 pin or 79 pin end? Right.
I can't.
And I mean, that's one wire at a time.
Yeah. It's tedious.
Yeah.
And it's something though, that even though it's tedious work, you really have to have, you know, be in tune and in sight to make sure that everything is lining
because
up perfectly.
It can't be stripped. The wire cannot be stripped too much or too little. It has to be stripped just the right amount.
Yeah.
And when they crimp it and then they put the pin in.
Yeah, it's an artistry in a lot of this work. I admire what they do because I'll go back there and I'll just watch them for a while. I'll just take a moment and just go and just in awe.
Right. And everything gets tested before it goes out. You know, the thing is, it's a zero failure proposition, right?
Yeah.
You cannot, this is not something, you can't have one pin be bad.
No. Everything has to test out 100%.
Right.
before it leaves. Yeah.
Hats off to them.
Yeah, exactly. Hats off to our manufacturing team there. We appreciate all that you guys do. All right, next one. Again, custom fabrication. You can see this is a custom cable assembly that was made.
There you go.
Again, smiles. I mean, how much time I walk around, but those smiles aren't just for pictures. I'll tell you what, this is something we see every day around here, just on a general basis.
Happy.
You have to be, right?
Right. Yep. All right.
So we can go to the next one. This is just peeking into our shipping department. Okay, talk about some people that really do a great job and just a lot of hard work, because this particular part of the facility, even though there's some fans and air conditioning, it's open to the outside. So the temperatures in here are much greater than what we deal with inside.
Yeah,
and
it's hot.
When it's 112, 115 out, it's not fun out there at all, like you said. But they just know how to do their job. And that's Daryl. Daryl's probably our most senior shipping advisor back there. He, again, is very knowledgeable in what he does and what he brings to the table. If you have any sort of shipping questions, he's right on top of it for you.
Right. And, it's pretty interesting, when you go out there at the end of the day and there's all these pallets that are loaded with boxes and these trucks pull up and stuff gets created or put in the back of these big trailers. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that goes out of here.
We have a question up here from, I hope I pronounce it right. Is it Arthurati? Do you give out internship opportunities? That's a good question. I don't know directly that we do, but I don't know why we necessarily wouldn't. Right. Maybe have room for opportunities. So if you would like, feel free to reach out to one of us.
Right.
I can't remember our phone number off the top of my head.
It is 602-863-2655.
Say that again.
602-863-2655.
Feel free to give us a call. Yes. My name is John. This is Mark. You can ask for one of us, and we might be able to direct you to the right person that can help you out.
Correct.
So, yeah, that'd be cool. Next picture, please. Here's Randy. He comes in with a bunch of fiber work he's just done. Very proud of the work he does. Again, smiles. But he's transferring this product over into the shipping department.
There's one of those big trucks that I was talking about.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, backed right up to the dock.
So next one. I give a thumbs up there.
Yeah.
Here's the pallets you're talking about and the work that we're doing back here. You can see here, this is all shipments and loads getting ready to go out for the day.
Right.
And so you can see this is to the open air. And you got the bay door that's right next to you. You can see the door going out there at the forklift in the back. Again, the temperatures in here can be just downright brutal some days.
Hydrate.
Yes. Yeah. They drink a lot of water, I'm sure.
They do.
But they do a really good job. You can see, take a look at the packages. They're nice, neat. You can take a look at the way they're stacked properly, the way they're sealed. These are things that all mean something at the end of the day, in regards to the quality of work that we're working on doing all the way through from the sale to shipment.
Right. We take it personally when something, if anything goes wrong, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
of course,
because it's a reflection on all of us. So, everybody puts their best foot forward, and we really make a hard effort to ensure that when things are getting handled for a customer, they get handled right.
Yeah. So next picture. Again, another photo here.
Down the road, it's more pallets going out.
More pallets.
More boxes going out.
Again, I'm just going to state this. Look how they're stacked, Yep. Stacked in a nice, neat, orderly fashion. So next picture. This is a pallet getting ready to go out. This particular day, they were double checking and triple checking to making sure that everything was wrapped up properly, so there's not going to be damage in shipment.
Yep. It's all crated and everything.
Yeah. Next photo. It's our warehouse, and I know we're almost out of time, so we're kind of going through these quick. But as you can see here, just looking down here, the one thing I noticed is very clean, very organized, and lots of product. We have a warehouse full of lots of product that we can meet your needs with.
Right.
So that's why our lead times are really good. We try to be proactive and be, proactive and ready for you when you give us a call.
Right. And so it's, USA made and it's quick.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't get any better. I mean, the Can you go buy cheap stuff? Sure. That's, it's not going to be cheap, but it's not going to be super expensive either, but it's going to be quality.
Yeah.
And that's the whole
Very
thing.
true.
It's like, if you're looking for something that is going to test out right, that's going to endure, then we're your huckleberries.
And you might pay a little more. That's a good point you bring up. One thing I want to say, and this was brought up by one of our salespeople some time ago, and it is so true. And that is, you know what? There are going to be moments where I'm going to apologize to you, Mark, for the cost and initial cost of this right now today versus the quality of the product down the road.
Right.
Yeah. You're going to get the quality at the cost, and we're going to be able to take care of you. We don't want that call down the road saying there's a problem with the cables.
Correct.
We need to make sure that you are comfortable with them. Because
usually if there's a failure, there is a ripple effect in your environment. Not just the cable doesn't work, but now things are going wrong.
And we don't want that.
No.
So next picture, we'll get through this here. I think we're almost done for the day, aren't we? Again, our warehouse. This backside here, you can see, again, clean, organized, looks really good. We have a cable raceway there where we can take bulk cable and measure it out, cut it, get all the cuts nice and clean. So.
Yep, very good. And stuff gets spooled there, and yep.
Next picture. Again, nice, neat, orderly, lots of product that we have on our shelves, keeping everything nice. And again, that's a kudos and thank you to our purchasing team, our warehouse team, shipping team, and so forth.
Yes, sir.
And here we go. Here's Frankie. So we got Frank here on the forklift. He's just a fun guy. It's always out there. He's always throwing the peace sign. Here's Frankie. Will throw
I thought he was flipping you off.
No, that's not. If you zoom in, you're going to see it's a peace sign. It's just the way the photo looks. See,
there we go. There we go.
Don't want anybody to mistake that.
Thank you. Yeah.
So thank you for taking a look there.
Yeah, don't give us a rip.
Yeah. And then the next photo. That's new Frankie Jr. We call him Frankie Jr. Newest addition out there in the team.
Hey, and, you did mention Veronica earlier.
No, we didn't, did we?
No.
Anyway, this is Veronica's son.
Yeah, there you go.
Brought up briefly, but yeah, Veronica happens to be our, what did you say? Our best bud as far as things
go. Our ninja.
Yeah, our sales ninja.
Yeah.
She takes care of things like sales orders, part numbers, labels. She just has this vast knowledge, I mean, of a lot of what we're doing and touching and being in. So sales support, she is like number one when it comes to sales support.
Yep.
Always there for us.
Absolutely.
And I think we got one more picture, I think. We'll have to see. Nope. There's
Lee.
Yep, Lee. Peace sign again. I think we should leave on Lee.
All right.
Lee, thank you for all the work you do back there. Thank you. All the custom manufacturing we do and everything we do throughout our department with copper cabling, fiber cabling. She is just, it. She's the one.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So we ran a little over, but we appreciate you staying, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share this podcast.
One thing, Mark, one thing.
What?
Who's going to be coming on our show next week?
Oh, we have a special guest. We're not going to announce who it
but
is.
Hey, you better
we?
show up. No, we can wait to announce it. But we got a very special guest showing up next week.
Very important guest.
Tune on in.
Very important guest. So make sure you tune in. It's a surprise, and we hope you join us. So for now, I'm Mark Beach.
I'm John Dotson, and thank you once again.
Thank you. Take care.